Hello, I'm Tracy. You know, a lot of people are out of work today, and if you're not out of work, you probably will be sooner or later. And your ability to get the right job at the right wage, doing the right thing with the right people in the right company, is one of the most important skills you develop as a life skill. And in this time that we spend together, I'm going to teach you some great ideas that I have taught to thousands of people who are job seekers or job changers, and it revolutionizes their life and their business future. So to earn what you're really worth, you have to be in the right job in the first place. By the way, most people should be earning much more than they're earning today, but they're doing the wrong thing in the wrong way at the wrong place, and they need to make a change. Sometimes you could earn more just by walking across the street and getting a new job if your special talents and skills could be used to get more valuable results for a different employer. Remember, everything in life is results. Now, this is a challenging time in human history to be out in the job market and working to survive and thrive. And by the way, it's not going to get much better in the years to come. The economy has changed forever. However, in spite of problems in the economy, there are countless opportunities and possibilities for talented people like you to find or create great jobs and earn more than they ever have before. And you should be one of them. Now, the first key is to do your homework. When you're looking for the job you want, you engage in the same activities that a sales professional would. The three activities essential to sales success are prospecting, presenting, and following up. Your job is to prospect thoroughly and develop the greatest number of leads or potential jobs that you possibly can. Then you meet with and make presentations to as many prospective employers as possible. And third, you follow up with the very best opportunities until you get the job you want. One of the most important keys to success in selling today is what is called PreCall Research. Do your homework. Find out everything that you possibly can about the individual, the organization, and the industry before you call on anyone for the first time. I've been amazed. We will advertise online, Craigslist or Monster.com or one of the other resources to find people for jobs in our company. And people will actually call up and they'll send in their resumes and we'll phone them. And we'll say, did you read our website? Do you know anything about our business? And there's silence on the other end. They say, well, no, I didn't. I forgot. I sort of meant to. And we say, thank you so much for calling, and hang up. A person who hasn't done some pre-call research before they call you for a job is a person who you know from the beginning would be a totally useless human being. These people are too lazy to even click on a mouse to find out what you do. Fortunately, the good news is that with the internet, you can do more and better research in a few minutes than has ever before been possible in human history. And you cannot imagine how impressive it is when a job candidate calls on a person with a file full of information on that individual and his or her organization and industry. It gives you a critical edge when the employer makes the final decision. This critical edge can open a door for you that can change the entire direction of your life. Now let's talk about internet job search. Getting a job on the internet is not easy. By the way, nothing worthwhile in life is easy. But getting a job on the internet is a skill that you must learn through practice. You start by visiting the main internet job sites like Career Builder that you see advertised all around you. If you don't know where to start, go to a search engine such as Craigslist or AOL and Bing, and even Google, of course, and go to the employment section. Examine the various job categories, and then read the job description for positions that are being offered. Get as much information as you possibly can about the various job sites. Some internet job sites specialize in one kind of employee, and some specialize in another. Some are local, and some are national. When you list on an internet job site, your resume and your information become instantly available to potential employers nationwide. There are many opportunities for you to post a brief description of your abilities and the job you're looking for at no charge. Some sites will charge you a placement fee, but these are usually worth it because they are much more aggressive in tracking potential employers to the site. Remember, you always get what you pay for in life. And if you pay nothing, don't expect to get anything of value. There are also job career fairs held in every community every year and sometimes every month. These are advertised in the newspaper and on the radio. You should visit these job fairs and talk to the various employers exhibiting there. Find out what they're looking for today and what they will be looking for in the future. Even if you're currently employed, keep sowing seeds everywhere you go so that you can create a rich harvest of employment opportunities for the future. The more seeds you sow, the more likely it is that you're going to get the job you really want. When you do your research, look for the names of decision makers. Look for the names of key people in various companies and departments of companies. Especially look for the names of those who have been recently promoted. Sometimes these appear in the newspapers, in the business section, or even in the business journals that are available in most cities. People who have been recently promoted often make immediate staff changes and create job opportunities for people who just call. So whenever you see somebody who's been promoted, call them up and say, look, I want to congratulate you on your new position. As it happens, I'm looking for a job in that area, and I wondered if it would be worthwhile for us to talk. You'll be amazed at how many people's careers change with that little action. Look for active, growing organizations and companies in your community that are announcing a new expansion or announcing increased profitability. They're opening a new branch or a new office, or their profits last year went up dramatically. These companies are always looking for more good people. Here's a rule that every business owner knows. The key to your growth is to hire good people. The more good people you can hire, the faster you can grow and the more profits you can make. It's a basic economic principle. These companies that are growing offer lots of opportunities, and they will pay well for the right skills, especially if you're the one who has them. Another way to find a job is look for new product releases and the introductions of new services by companies, local and national. Whenever a company is expanding its products or services, there are job opportunities to sell the product, distribute the product, service the product, install the product, and handle the administration and details associated with the product. Remember, the limiting factor in the growth of a business is finding good people to help the business grow. And if you're a good person, then your job is to find people that you can help. Whenever you see a company that is expanding and an executive who has been promoted, phone the company immediately and tell the person you talk to that you're looking for a job in that industry and this company is of interest to you. Ask the receptionist for the name of the person you should speak to. Arrange to go in and see the person and interview for a job. It's absolutely amazing how many great job opportunities you can uncover by simply taking action on the news and information all around you about the businesses and industries that you want to work in. When you go out to get a job, you must sell yourself professionally. The job interview is really a sales call. You are in sales when you're looking for a job. You're going out to sell yourself to someone else, and you're going to charge a lot of money for your product. The type of job you get and the type of salary you command will be a measure of how well you have sold yourself at this critical point in your career. Now, many people don't like the idea of selling. They don't like to see themselves as salespeople. Unfortunately, this is the type of attitude that leads to underachievement in life, because it leads to being passive rather than active. It leads to feeling inferior rather than feeling powerful. It leads to accepting what other people offer rather than asking for what you want. The fact is that everyone who wants to sell his or her ideas or services to others is a salesperson. The only question is whether or not you're any good at it. Use these ideas to get into the workplace and get the job you really want.